Hey everybody, Helen Clausen here. Yes, as promised, 10 o'clock this morning, Monday morning, I'm ready to make my taco soup. Yum, yum. So I went shopping this morning, picked up some of the things that I needed since I was depleted from them. So I picked up some tomatoes, which these Roma tomatoes are 1.75 pounds. So I bought 2 of those. They come 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 tomatoes in that one. And 2, 4, 6, 8 tomatoes in this one. So that's 3.5 pounds right there that I'm going to use today. That, and I picked up some soup stock. I used the Knorr soup base, which I'll be using later on. And then I picked up a Spanish onion, one of the large ones there, as you can tell. And then I picked up some fresh cilantro. This is the 20-gram cilantro, and I'll be using all of that because I love cilantro in this soup. So I just got a couple extra things for us for the weekend here, so I'm just gonna set that aside. Anyhow, I got my big soup stock pot here, as you can tell. I use a large one. Yeah, with the lid. And I'm gonna actually add some oil in here. Can you see me okay here still? Yes, you can. I'll add some cooking oil in here, some vegetable oil. And I'm gonna add about, oh yeah, where's my spoons? 2 to 3 tablespoons of oil, cooking oil. Three is good for now. And I'm gonna put that on medium heat. Get that nice and hot. And then I'm gonna cut up this onion here, this Spanish white onion here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut off the edges here, the ends, if I can get to it. I'll poke your knife in there first, of course, because some knives don't want to work properly that way. Peel it. Cut it first and peel it. Peel it back. Get that nice shell off. There you go. I'm going to bring it to the garbage right away. So what you want to do is you want to have that onion and then cut into small lengths. And then turn it the other way lengthwise and cut into fine little pieces here. I am not that fast with a big onion, so you have to excuse me and don't mind me here. Doing the best that I can. There we go. The oil is heating quite nicely here. And all I do is cut this onion up. And then I will get some minced garlic that's in a can already done up for me, so I don't have to work with fresh garlic yet. But if you like, you can use two whole garlics actually. So I'm gonna be using about 2 to 3 tablespoons of minced garlic. I love garlic in this soup as well. So garlic and onion gives the nice flavor in this taco soup. I'm gonna flip it over here. Do what I can here. Okay. Well, that's looking great. The bite-sized pieces there. And I'm going to actually dump it into a bowl here that I have here. So I'm gonna set that aside there. And I'm gonna just bring my cutting board to the edge here. Dump it into a Tupperware bowl. Careful not to drop any because it's so tasty. You want all the bits and pieces that you can get there. So, and I'm gonna get my garlic out. I think mine came from Costco. It's that minced California garlic here. Yes. See if I can open it up. Use that same spoon as I used for the oil here. Check to see if that oil is actually hot and cooking here. Sprinkle it with just a little bit of water on your fingertips. See if it's going to boil. Sizzle, I mean. Yeah, it's sizzling. So I'm going to get 3 tablespoons of minced garlic. Kind of heaping tablespoons. There's my 3 garlics. And then I get my onion. Put the onion right in there and cook it with the garlic and onion, salt and pepper to taste. Stir it in. If you need some more, if you notice you need some more oil, put some more oil in right away as well. I'm going to put in another tablespoon of oil. What did I do with my spoon? I think I left it in the garlic. Yes, I did. Smelling good, smelling good. I did not write a recipe down, but I'll try to remember in my head what I've used for this size pot. I usually cook half that pot up actually, so half that pot will be soup later on. And let that cook on kind of medium heat until the onions are translucent and kind of browning a bit. And in the meantime, we will cut up these tomatoes. These tomatoes need to be washed quickly. Get back that bowl. Okay, so cut the tomato in half. Cut around the end, or I should have cut that end off already. The first thing I should have cut the end off, but I'm so used to cutting the onion in half that I do the tomato in half too. But anyways, just cut up the bite-sized pieces. There we go. Maybe I should do it this way, yeah. Cut the end off first thing and then flip it on its edge. I'm going to use all these tomatoes because that's the flavor. It's very flavorful with this taco soup. This taco soup takes no meat for this recipe that I'm going to use. Now later on, when you make the soup up and you feel like you want to add some cooked chicken or cooked turkey, do it at that time. Just simmer it through the already made soup. Simmer it in there for 15 minutes or so, and then you got yourself some chicken taco soup. But for this recipe, I am not putting in any meat. Okay, so I'm going to get my bowl here. I'm going to take some of the tomatoes off that I already done up here. Every once in a while, check your cooking out, see how the onions and the garlic are behaving. Wash these tomatoes. Stir the soup. Very fragrant. Cut the end off, flip it over. Oh, that's in the way again. You can use any tomato that you really wish to use. Last time we used like the big beefsteak tomatoes last time, and didn't need so many because they were so big, but they were still about three pounds worth last time. Now today I've got 3.5 pounds with the containers that I bought today with the Romas. But any delicious tomato would work, from Romas to steak, beefsteak. Just not the cherry tomatoes. I would not use the small little cherry tomatoes, obviously, but any bigger one would work. So nice bite-sized pieces, and then put in the bowl, ready to go for later. So after these two, the one container is already gone. That's 1.75 pounds there, gone. Let me know in the comments how you like this taco soup, if you've ever tried this taco soup before, or if you've tried a different version of taco soup. Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to also like and subscribe. That would be a blessing. I'm going to quickly put this in the garbage, and then I'm going to stir my soup once again. So keep watching. Looking good. Still not brown, but I have it on kind of like just on medium, almost on the light medium side for now, just until I get my tomatoes caught up and ready to go. But it's smelling very fragrant, very delicious. Oops, that one went away on me here. I think I have it too wet here. I'm going to have to get a napkin and wipe down the cutting board yet. So yeah, excuse me for a second until I get the napkins out. There we go. juice up from the tomato because it's just a little bit too wet to be slipping and sliding on here too much. So there we go. It's a beautiful day today. It's kind of sunny with a mix of rain here too. Yeah, it's looking real nice today. I think it's at 15 degrees already this morning. So I have 4 more tomatoes to go, and then my tomatoes will be all cut up. One, 2, 3, and 4. Might as well wash them all together. There we go. Or maybe I should stir that again once more before. I will show you how it's looking so far. So far it's looking really amazing. Just starting to get brown now. As you can tell, just starting to get brown. I think it'll be just perfect and just ready to go once I get these tomatoes done. Couldn't have asked for a better timing at all. So one more tomato to go, and then we can add these to the pot as well. I'm enjoying myself. I like doing this sort of thing. I like cooking and somewhat baking a bit too. Okay, so my Tupperware container is practically full here. It will be after this bunch is in there, so there we go. I'm gonna wash my hands here, and then I'm gonna bring that to the stove. Okay, so now I'll bring this beside the stove here, and then I do have to make some stock yet. So we add that in. the juices of the tomato will keep it okay for now. So now I have my Pampered Chef 8 cup. That 4 cup is over there. The 8 cup measure cup here, glass, that I'll be making my soup stock in. So you can look on the recipe here. For broth, it says dissolve 1 teaspoon mixed into 1 cup. So that's basically what I do. I follow the recipe on here on the Knorr package. So 1 teaspoon of this to 1 cup. So I do about 8 to 16 cups. So that's quite a bit of teaspoons. I'm not going to do math today, so I'm going to stick to the teaspoons today. So that's an 8 cup, so I got to do 8 teaspoons today. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'll dissolve that into quite a bit of hot water. 8 cups of hot water, obviously. Whenever my water gets hot that I can't touch it. It takes a little while with my tap water here. I don't know about your guys' there in town or wherever you guys live, but I'm on well water here, so well and septic, because I'm kind of not in the country, but I'm just on the edge of town here. So there, my water's starting to get pretty hot. There, I'm gonna dissolve that soup stock into 8 cups. I think I'm gonna make double this recipe, so I'm gonna make 16 cups with all those tomatoes that I had. I had, like I said, 3.5 pounds tomatoes. So there we go. So I'm just going to stir that. So it's smelling nice. It's got a nice chicken flavor to it. It's the chicken one that I use, so it has a very nice aroma to it. So, and then all you do is add this to your big stock pot, soup stock pot. There we go. So I'll add that and stir everything in together all at once. So I'm going to do that all over again. I'm going to use the 8 teaspoons of soup stock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And my water, that's already quite hot, so it shouldn't take as long this time around. I'm stirring this time as I pour the water in, so I won't have to do that on the counter this time. I'm just gonna right away put it into my soup stock pot there, and so that's 16 cups, 8 and 8 is 16. I think I can do that today. There we go. Add that into my pot. There we go. So the soup is about halfway, it's about up to here, so it's about halfway up. So yeah, so give that a nice stir. Oh yeah, I told you to add salt and pepper. I don't think I added it yet, so I'm going to do that now. I'm glad this soup ain't picky, so I'm going to add my salt and pepper now to taste. There we go. Pepper, salt. Just a little bit of salt because that base is already salty enough. And then what I do is get my cilantro that I have here. It's a 20-gram package. All I do is just, if I can't cut that up or break it up with my fingers, well, cutting works nicely today with this knife. Last time it didn't work so well, so I used up that whole package, a 20-gram package. Cut that up. Add it to my soup. And then I packed up because we're supposed to be getting ready to sell my house and moving, but that's not going so well right now, so I think we'll be staying here for a while anyways. But I packed away my spices and stuff that I need for the soup here. I need some more oregano and a few different things that I needed for this recipe, but I'm going to use the Epicure's Texmex that I used last time. I used about almost half the baggie. I'm going to use that in there again because it gave a very great flavor, so I'm going to use the Texmex spice. I'm actually going to stop at 1/8 of a bag here, so, and I'm going to stir that together. And I'm going to actually turn the heat up higher to boil. So I'm going to put it on the high heat, let it boil. And then once it's boiling, then I'm going to let it simmer. And then once it's simmering, I'll let it simmer for about 40 minutes to half an hour to 45 minutes. I'll let it simmer. And then I will be basically done the soup part of things. And then after that, I actually add some, I don't buy the nacho chips. I make my own actually out of corn tortillas. So you buy corn tortillas and you put them on a baking sheet. I think I can fit 6 to 8 corn tortillas on a baking sheet. Put that in the oven at 375 for about, I don't know, 6 to 7 minutes. And bake it till it's browned and crispy. And then all you do is take it out of the oven, let it sit till it's cooled off, and then break that into your soup. Add some shredded, any kind of cheese you like, Monterey Jack cheese or Mexican cheese. For today, I only have mozzarella or cheddar cheese, so I might use the cheddar cheese today and shred that up on top of my soup later on, and it will be just perfect, just great. So I will show you the finished product when I have it. So stay tuned. I should be done the soup within an hour or so altogether by the time it's boiling and everything. So yes, I'll pop back on here and show you the finished product when it's time. Take care. God bless. Bye.